Right. Welcome back to the channel, gents. Gonna do another one today. Um, so you might think avoiding conflict makes life easier. But what if I told you it actually costs you everything? Like everything, dude. So today I want to talk about the real cost of being conflict avoidant. Because it's not just about avoiding arguments or uncomfortable conversations. It's about losing your self respect. It's about building fake relationships. It's about slowly giving away your peace, your growth, and your strength. Piece by piece. It's not all at once, it's piece by piece. And the worst part is, you might not even realize it's happening. It's happening unconsciously. I know because I'm living it and I've lived it. I'm fixing it now as we talk about this. One of the things I'm going through, fixing. So, next part, the true cost, right? The true cost. So let's break it down. Every time you avoid standing up for yourself, even in small ways, you abandon a part of your own needs. And your mind knows it. Your mind knows that you abandon this part. And you lose self respect by doing this. So when you hide your real feelings or your thoughts just to keep the peace, right? You create this shallow relationship or relationships where you aren't truly seen or loved for who you really are, and resentment starts to build quietly underneath. Avoiding conflict also costs you opportunities, right? You lose opportunities because if you can't handle uncomfortable conversations, you limit your leadership, your growth, and even your chance for deep, meaningful intimacy, right? You limit it all. Emotionally, you bottle up frustration, right? And that bottled up frustration doesn't disappear. It, that leaks out sideways through your passive aggressive behavior, emotional withdrawal, where you just shut down and you just withdraw from the situation. And in worst cases, or most cases actually, even depression. It gets to that point of depression. Another thing is people notice if you can't assert yourself calmly and clearly, and then others start seeing you as weak, unreliable, easy to dismiss. And here's the big one. You might think, yeah, this is a massive one, right? You might think you're creating peace by avoiding conflict. But I can tell you now, it's not real peace. You're not, it's fake. It's fake peace. It's a temporary band aid over the real gaping, weeping wound, right? True peace comes from addressing problems honestly, not hiding from them. So dealing with them, right? The deeper survival pattern. This pattern, it's not random. It started before your wife, before your LTR, before your boss, you know, before that. This started in childhood, right? Somewhere deep inside, you learned, right? You learned if I upset people, if I'm too much, I could lose their love. Right? As a child, as a young child, you learned this. And so you had to adapt, you had to evolve for your circumstances, for your childhood circumstances. So you silenced yourself, you minimized your feelings, You smooth things over even when it hurt. All right? You smooth things over even when it hurt, even when you're still hurting inside, you just smooth it over. And the survival pattern shaped how you show up as the man you are today. That's how it shaped that. So I'll give you an example. Like this is what it looked like for me. It looked like this for me. Stay silent to stay loved. Let resentment and anger build up inside, eventually explode when it's too much. Then I would feel overwhelmed with guilt and fear afterwards. So I'd run to fix everything, right, fast. In order to what? Just to avoid that abandonment. And then I would repeat the cycle and repeat it and repeat it. And remember, every time you repeat it, you are reinforcing the belief, right, in your subconscious, in your mind, whatever. I need to stress this. You are reinforcing the belief that it's not okay to be yourself. It's not safe to be fully yourself, or myself in this case. It was not safe to be myself. Right. So, the good news, right? So that's all the other stuff. So let's look at the good news. Right. The good news is the little boy inside you, the one who felt powerless, he's not running the show anymore. You're not a boy. You're a man now, right? So what does that mean? That means you have the strength to lead yourself differently. You don't have to betray yourself to stay safe. You can speak, your truth in a sense, even when it's uncomfortable. You can build real respect. You can experience real peace. You can have real, deep, 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 authentic love, without losing yourself. So how do we do that? So I've got some practical steps to start changing. Right? Some of these I've done. These are things I've done, my own work that I'm busy doing. So how do we start? Here are 3 simple but powerful steps. Journal your strong response. The next time you feel angry or frustration or a boundary is crossed, pause. Just pause. Ask yourself, what would my strongest, most grounded self say right now? Right? Again, what would my strongest, most grounded self say right now? So what would the authentic you, the man you want to become, what would he say right now? What would he respond? Right? And then number 2 is write to your inner child. Connor Beaton from Man Talks does a lot of this work, and it's called shadow work, and I think this is insanely powerful stuff that I've done, and it opens some deep doors, let's put it that way, some deep pain that men hold. So write a letter to the boy inside you who built the safety habits, right? And let him know he's safe now, that you've got his back, that you've grown up, that you will step in for him in those situations, that he can trust you, that you've got his back, right? And you can alternate between the days. So like on the one day you write a response as the child, your inner child, and then the next day you write a response to that inner child as the man you are today, or becoming, or are going to be. And then you do it that way, and that's how you can start bridging some of those deep shutters, or those deep programming that you have or had as a child. Then the third way is to create a conflict response blueprint, right? Or a mantra, right? Build a simple mantra you can say before a hard conversation. Something like, I am strong enough in myself that I can stand up calmly and respectfully and have the hard conversations. You can say another one is, my truth deserves to be heard. It's safe to speak up. You know, like you don't have to abandon yourself anymore. You know, the world doesn't need your mask. The society we have today is so fake. It's so fake. You know, and the world doesn't need another mask. It needs the real you. It needs a strong, honest, and whole man present to show and guide the future generations, right? If this resonates with you, you're not broken. You're just waking up to the strength that's been inside you all along. So I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.